Insecurities. Cliche topic, I know, but I figured I'd give my unique perspective from my experience. Everyone has insecurities, some more than others. Some artificially created by things such as bullying, others just insecure by life, and it's often unfair circumstances, such as being laid off unexpectedly or when a relationship ends poorly. When I think of my childhood, I remember that I had a hard time caring about what other people thought. I remember I was too carefree and had a lot of friends that made me happy. The only time I felt truly insecure about myself was at home. Admittedly, I didn't live in the most emotionally healthy household growing up, but there is one thing I will always remember. When my twin and I would fight over trivial things, like who got the Barbie with the purple dress, or who got to wear the watermelon shirt, my aunt would ask us this: will it matter in 5 minutes? A year? 5 years? If not, then why are you fighting about it? Though this was a question related to fighting, over time I started to apply this question to my insecurities. For example, I can clearly recall the first time I started to feel anxious about my appearance. I was 12 and it was summertime. I had just put on a really cute bikini. However, I started getting embarrassed because I noticed large pink stretch marks on my legs and hips. I began thinking things like, the boys will make fun of me, and girls will think I'm really fat. I remember holding this fear within myself for a few years before I realized, what does it matter? It won't matter in 5 years, because we all have stretch marks from growing up. Why should I limit what I'm wearing because other people might think about it negatively? Easier said than done, I know. For me, I had the epiphany that when it comes to what others think, it won't matter in 5 minutes, let alone 5 years, unless you give it that weight and meaning. Most of what we think and worry about regarding others' opinions of us is us creating those opinions for them and then stewing on them. For me, I projected my worries about myself into others and made myself unhappy because I felt that their opinions were justified. Realistically, though, most people are too absorbed in their daily life to be bothered by your antics. I used to get so embarrassed when my sister would sing in public because I feared for my personal image. But really, those people that heard her singing would not remember her face a week later, and then her beautiful singing would fade into oblivion in their mind. It is a choice to give weight to that insecurity, and I choose not to. Within reasonable limits, of course. I will not, for example, go out and do something illegal, but I will go out and wear that cute bathing suit I just bought for myself because I love it, I feel good in it, and I want to wear it. I won't walk in the road and choose it to be my dancing spot, but I will walk into a therapy center and choose it to be my place of healing. The root of insecurities for me has to do with how much I believe I deserve happiness and how happy I am with myself. If I don't allow myself to do things that make me happy, such as singing, drawing, sleeping enough, etc., I will not believe I deserve to be happy in general, leading to low self-esteem. But if I let myself do those things that lift my spirits and choose not to let others dominate my happiness, over time I will see the world as less judgmental and more as a prosperous and exciting place to share my unique existence in. I know that it can be hard to build self-confidence. I know that better than anyone else, maybe. And I also know that something such as a bad grade on a test can tear it down and lead to terrible insecurities. But know that life is going to be full of ups and downs. Nothing is always easy, of course. But on the flip side, nothing is always bad. That is why people are working their entire lives to get to the best versions of themselves, because they'll get there and either see another way they can improve themselves, or they'll fall from that position only to try again and succeed. It's like a cycle of life, but for self-confidence. All that matters is that you try your best, because your best is enough. One way I found that helps build self-confidence and diminish insecurities is to surround yourself with people who help you understand that your happiness matters and cut out toxic people who undermine your self-confidence and bring up your insecurities but do nothing to help you get past those insecurities. You have got to find those people that remind you that when you worry about someone's opinion of you, it won't matter to them in 5 years, so it shouldn't still matter to you 5 years later. Don't worry yourself over something like that. It's as trivial as fighting over that watermelon shirt. Please live as the most honest, authentic version of yourself that is happy and confident, because you deserve to be.